you define a good day? For me, if I don't start peeing before my pants are down, that's a good day. Let's rewrite the marriage vows. Do you, dear clueless person, take this equally dear clueless person and promise to stay for life, no matter how unfulfilling it may become? Do you? Did you? We need short-term renewable contracts with updated modifications. And the implication of renewable contract, with the emphasis on renewable, is the acceptance that some things are not worth renewing. That is so much realer than what we were asked to sign on for, life. Take the F out of life. Place it in fuck where it belongs. And what does that leave you with? Lie. I was never one of those people who fell in love. Was it fear of falling? I always describe it as being clitorized. I mean, really, what happens? There is a mutual moment of going for it, and everything and everyone else vanishes for at least 6 months. Suspension of reason. Now life is ruled by seemingly insatiable desire. All those quirks, which eventually we will dislike intensely in the other person, are oh so adorable, so cute, such a turn. Watching the other person licking crumbs off his lips is enough to induce heavy breathing. Shaking off those last drops from his penis in the bathroom with his hand on the wall is fabulously erotic, because after all, it is his penis, and soon it will enter all your orifices. Months later, you will begin to notice the drops of urine on the bathroom floor. And the smudges from his hand on the wall. And it will make you fucking nuts. Why is early passion so conducive to strange behavior, such as a tongue in your ear? What did you say? Can't hear you. I've got a tongue in my ear. Evidence of major shift in the relationship. Tongue in ear? I don't think so. I have a new game which I call couples. Put me into a room with random people. Give me a few minutes and I will tell you who the couples are. The only people who will have totally different memories of something, constantly correct each other, look on in disdain when everyone else is laughing at their partner's joke. They must be a couple. Of course, I know about this because I too am part of a couple. It's not any different from me. I tell the stories of his life much better than he does. One day, my present partner broke a glass, broke another glass. I was ready to say some shit when divine intervention kept my mouth shut. What I was thinking is, in all the years I was married, combined, we did not break as many glasses as you have broken in the short time we've been together. Crazy fucking shit. From that day, I started keeping a journal, which I call What I Did Not Say Today. Going from the specific to the general. Since I now do not say these things, except sometimes, I can hear the tone of voice I'm not saying it in. I scare myself. Now I sit in toxic silence, not saying shit, but thinking it. I meet my husband Brad when I am 19. We never fall in love in a dramatic way. We just immediately fall in with each other. I am safe with him, and it is so interesting and fun from the very beginning. We are right for each other. There are difficult years, we both have affairs, but throughout it all, we never think of not being together. We always love each other. Brad and I finally get to know each other as adults. We grow up together in our relationship. We were together for 34 years. Music was one of the essential points of connection between us. He was our DJ in residence, and Sundays, our only full day at home together on a regular basis, was so rich with all the mix of what he played for us, which I was aware of as the soundtrack of our lives. Brad kept me eternally hip. Brad was a sculptor. He carved stone. No one who carves stone is in it for the quick fix and has to deeply believe that things will be revealed over time. One essential reason relationships work is because both people will it to work. We are all such fucking aliens just trying to get it on. Brad was a news junkie, loved the History Channel. Together we loved the Animal Channel. And our agreement was that on the nights he taught at the university, I was not allowed to complain about anything he wanted to see. I noticed that on those nights, he had a particular affinity for horror movies. We were walking down the stairs to a concert at Asia Society in New York when he has a heart attack and suddenly dies. I am more present at the moment of his death than I'd ever been when he was alive. His death gets my full attention the way nothing else ever had. He is 58 years old. I am 54. I enter the realm of the undead. The pull between wherever he was and where life goes on is where I dwell. It is lucky for me that breathing is an automatic reflex, since I do not have the energy to commit to such an exhausting exercise. I discover that death has a life of its own. I become the least neurotic I have ever been, the most clear, even though nothing is clear. This is the realest it has ever been. Brad's ashes arrive by Federal Express. My niece signs for this dehydrated version of my husband. Together we wrap him in a t-shirt of a photo of our cat and place him in my closet where he still resides. He will come out of the closet when he's ready. Like everybody. Friends schedule timeshares in my new grief. Different people stay with me for almost a month, until it begins to feel that I am running a B&B. The emptiness is enormous. Some people I'd previously seen on a regular basis become background, as what I need now is radically redefined. Others who have been more peripheral, but now have more to offer, become central. Interesting is no longer a criteria. Compassionate and caring is where it's at. An uptown synagogue announces a bereavement workshop. Even though I do not go to synagogue, I am willing and desperate to try anything. Only the rabbi and I show up. He presents me with many statements from the Torah, which we read and discuss. We even review the 10 Commandments. The only ones I have not broken are, I have not killed, and I have not coveted my neighbor's wife. Debriefing on a daily basis. Most people mean well. Some are just stupid. My favorite insensitivities to date are, it will be more difficult in the winter. Someone else tells me how a friend of his had found teeth in the cremated remains of someone he knew. Then there's the person who refers to an affair that Brad had years ago. I wonder why he thinks it's necessary for me to remember that now. This period becomes the I don't know time of my life. I don't know becomes my mantra. I liken this experience to an acid trip. I don't know how long it will last or where it will lead. My body is taken over by grief. Everything changes, and I have never been as accepting of process before, nor so keenly aware of it. One night, someone stops me to ask if I can direct him to Bethune Street. I startle myself with my own reaction. I know where that is, I repeat several times. I know where that is. I am so grateful to have been asked something I can answer. My sister says that obviously people are asking you the wrong questions. She then includes questions in our conversations such as, where is the 42nd Street Library? You see, I still know something. Eventually, I make certain changes. Brad hated what he calls stuffed furniture, which I call comfortable. I buy a stuffed chair for the bedroom. They say that nothing is forever. That is a lie. Dead is forever. I have been extraordinarily fortunate to have found 2 men on earth who can live with me. No easy task. My new partner and I have been together for 13 years. One night he turns to me and says, well, I guess we should get married. It's working as it is, I say. Okay, he responds. He never brings it up again. Let's face it, we're all just muddling through. No, that's not true. Only the lucky get to muddle. Thank you and good night. And don't forget to pee on the way out.